natin, when we are performing bed bath, the first thing that you always have to do is, of course, check what type of patient do you have. You have different types of patient. So, laging ganun ha, pre-care muna tayo lahat. So, we have different types of patient. We have a dependent patient. We have a semi-dependent patient. And we have an independent patient. So, when we are performing hygiene care of your patient, you have to first identify what type of patient do you have. Okay, so let's assume that my patient is a dependent patient. So my patient is a comatose patient. So I need to perform complete bed bath to my patient. You understand? Now, so you have to check the doctor's order so you could know kung ano yung mga restrictions natin in the performance of hygiene care to the patient. After that, you have to prepare all the things that you need. Okay, so you have to prepare all the things that you need. Because this is a complete bed bath, you will be needing a pail of water or more. Okay? You will be needing, for bed shampoo, you will be needing a Kelly pad. Okay, so this is called a Kelly pad. Okay? And then of course, a lot of towels, around 5 to 6 towels. Okay? Bath towels. You have to also have your washcloths, at least 2 to 3 washcloths, a changing gown to your patient, a bath blanket, and then of course a rubber sheet, okay? And then you will also be needing basins, okay? So you can small basins and big basins. And then you also have to have your, for male you also need to have a urinal and a bed pad. For male you need a urinal and a bed pad. For female, bed pad lang, okay? And then an asepto syringe for oral care, and then a brush, a hand brush para sa iyong hand care, and then of course all the preferences of the patients that are used for bathing. For example, her preferred or his preferred shampoo, conditioner, facial wash, etc., etc., etc. Maliwanag ba? Okay, so after preparing all the things that you need, the next thing that you're going to do is, of course, after preparing all the things that you need, you perform hand washing or your hand hygiene to prevent cross-contamination. And then you also have to prepare the room. So what do you need to do? You have to close the windows, and then of course promote privacy to the patient. You have to lock the door. Now if the patient is in opposite sex, you always have to have someone to help you. Okay? O kapag opposite sex siya, pag hindi naman, okay lang. Kung babae, okay lang. Pero for example, babae yung caregiver, lalaki yung pasyente, there should be another person inside the room helping you or a relative that is watching you, okay? And then of course, promote privacy. Sabi nga natin, if a patient is in a ward and there are many patients inside, you have to close the curtains, okay? So provide privacy on the patient. And then of course, I greet and identify the patient, and then you have to explain the procedure. Even if the patient is comatose, you still have to greet and identify and explain the procedure to the patient para alam lang niya kasi narinig naman niya. Okay, so good evening sir, good morning. So this is a morning care. Good morning sir, my name is Chasey. I will be your caregiver for today. What is your name? Hindi siya nagsasalita. Just look at the tag of the patient. Good morning sir, CJ. I will be performing bed bath. Okay, so you will feel comfortable, you will feel clean so that you can rest more. And of course, you feel better. Okay? Clear po. So the first thing that you're going to do after that you have already introduced and explained the procedure to the patient, as you go along, kailangan mas maganda sinasabi mo yung ginagawa mo. Okay, so linisin mo na po yung ulo ninyo, blah blah blah. As you go along, pwede mas maganda yun. No? So you have to, you have to untap all the linens. Bakit? Kasi after the complete bed bath, malamang sa malamang magbe-bed making ka. Okay? Kasi nga, para makomplete yung linis ng pasyente mo, kasi pati dapat linens na papalitan mo. So you have to untuck all the linens. Okay? After untucking all the linens, we will be starting with the bed shampoo. Malamang sa malamang, kasi pag naligo ka, una ang ulo. So magbe-bed shampoo tayo. Now, so for example, I will be doing this. Ano ba? Gusto nyo dito sa part na to? Dito sa part na to? Yung sa part na ito. Maglilipat lang ako ng para hindi babasa yung floor. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do is to remove the pillow of your patient. So, I believe remove your pillow. Remove the head part of the bed. Kasi magiging salabot sa buhay mo. Ay! Yung side rolls na nakataas. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to position the patient in a slanting position. Yeah. Gusto mo naka-slant siya. Slant nga, tigas na kung pasyente. Okay, next is your, okay lang siyang iniiban kasi wala lang mahuna pa ganon. Okay, kasi nakataas ang side rolls mo. You're going to place a rubber sheet at the bottom of the patient's head para lang hindi mag-ibang bait ng pasyente ko. Tinutulungan niya. Sige sir, tumulong pa niya ng paligalilay. Okay? Para lang hindi mabasa lalo yung bed mo. And then your kelly pad. Bakit may kelly pad ka? Kasi ito yung sasalo sa bed ng tubig sa bed shampoo mo. Kasi ayaw naman lang babasa lahat ng tubig ayan, see? Okay, and then of course, dahil may tubig yan, kailangan mo nang sasalo ng tubig. So you will be needing another pail. Okay? Thank you very much for that. Next, you will now be getting a lot of towels. You're matawels ito. So bukas, huwag kakalimutan ng towels. Roll a towel and place that towel at the nape of the patient para hindi mabasa yung kanyang likod during the bed bath, and then another towel on the chest of the patient. Ito, extra ba na lang yan? And then dahil magpapaligo ka, you will not prevent na mas pasukan siya ng tubig sa tenga. Place cotton balls on the ear of the patient para hindi siya bigyan ng tubig, and then cover the eyes lang para hindi naman bigyan ng tubig yung mata niya at sabon. And then of course, you need a comb. Lalo sa mga babae, you comb the hair first so that you will remove the tangles. Okay? Para mas mabilis mo siyang i-shampoo. And then after that, you are now ready to perform your bed shampoo.
Papaligo ka basa ka ngayon.
While covering the eyes of the patient, you will now wet the hair.
Tito Dabo.
Kasi hindi ka naligo.
And then, you're going to use
Sa shot, hindi mo nagsha-shopping.
dahil ang pasyente natin is bedridden, mas maganda siyang minamassage para i-promote circulation. So, minamassage natin yung hair ng pasyente, ay yung scalp niya, hindi yung hair, sorry, to promote circulation. And then, afterwards, you comb the hair again to remove the excess, lalo sa mga mahaba, to remove the excess. So, para mas madali natin siyang i-rinse. Sa OJT mo, bawal ang ganyang kahabang buhok.
Grabe yung homotox na.
And then after that, comb again the hair to remove the excess water.
Huwag ka na mag-condition.
And then, drum your hands. Because it's wet. You're going to remove the candy pad. And then you're going to get the towel sa chest niya. At yun yung pang-dry mo sa hair niya. Kaya nga meron kang rubber sheet. Para at least, hindi nababasa yung kama. You can now dry the hair. Kung masyadong mahaba yan, habang nag-perform ka ng bed bath, pwede mo pang i-cover yung kanyang hair. Para lang hindi kami sa stage.
Gano'n kahaba?
Saan mo tinapan yung ilong mo?
Aray ko.
Okay, so you are done with the shampoo. Okay? So itatabi ko na yung ginamit ko. Excuse me? Okay, so when you're already done with shampoo, ang susunod na natin will be, isusunod mo na yung kanyang ulo papunta sa katawan. So now, pag nasa ulo na, pag sa katawan na po kayo, what you're going to do now is you're going to put the patient at the edge of the bed. So nauna mo nang isinide yung upper body, di ba? Isunod na yung lower body niya. So, nasa other side ka na. In performing bed bath, ito ang mga principles na dapat yung tandaan. Hinihingal ako. First, you always have to start, pag naglilinis tayo, for the extremities, you always have to start from the distal part of the body, going to the proximal. Bakit? Kasi, yung paglinis natin, it will promote circulation, it will promote venous return. Okay? Pero pagdating sa katawan at sa likod, ang pinaparaw nating guidelines will be from the cleanest to dirtiest. So, magsa-start ka sa taas, papunta sa gitna. Kasi you will now be considering the middle part of the body to be the dirtiest part of the body. So, you will start from the cleanest to the dirtiest. Okay? Pag naglilinis din po tayo, we always start from the near side. We always start from the far side before the near side. So, ibig sabihin, kung dito ka pagpwesto, ang una mo laging nilinisin is the far side. Bakit? Bago yung sa near side. Kasi kapag nauna ka sa near side, tapos binalikan mo yung far side, you will be cross-contaminating. Yung pag ganun mo, madudumihan na yung nilinis mo. Kaya mas gusto natin nauna yung far side before the near side. You understand? O sige, lumayas ka dyan. Can you please bring the dummy here? Para walang nagubay. Thank you very much, CJ, for your hair. Dahan-dahan kay nanay.
Hindi ko pala nito. Salita siya na salita. Hindi pala naka-play.
11 seconds lang.
So yung ano niya.
Send mo sa akin na. Wala, hindi ko. Naka-ano lang siya. Naka-1
Diba,
lang.
na-iside ko na si Mother Lily, ha? O, na-iside ko na si Mother Lily sa akin. So, nakakumot pa din siya.
Send ako na.
Nakakumot si Mother Lily. O, dahil kakashampoo mo lang, Mother Lily, nakakover din yung hair mo.
Kung nagkakita na siya. Oxygen.
Okay, now. So, we will now start with the face. Okay, with head muna tayo. Ito muna. So, ang paglinis mo, shampoo, head, and then body ka. Start with the extremities, upper extremities, the torso, the back, the lower extremities, and then perineal care. Yun yung lagi nating sequence. Pababa tayo, pinakahuli, the dirtiest, and that is the perineum. You understand? Okay. Now, pag sa ulo na tayo, the patient should be in Fowler's, semi-Fowler's position. Okay, so you're going to adjust the bed first in semi-Fowler's position. And then, ilapit natin ang magulit yung mga gamit natin para hindi ka naghihirapan.
Ang hirap pala magpaligo ng bed dito.
Jesus, excuse me.
Dali na lang natin siya sa CR.
Now, we will start with the ears. Magsa-start tayo sa ears natin. So, you will be needing cotton balls na soaked in water. Okay? So, you will be, wala siyang ears, my God. You will be cleaning the ear from the outer canthus, papunta sa inner, for the outer auricle, going to the inner auricle. Okay? So, from the outer auricle, going to the inner auricle, and then discard. Wala akong pang-discard. Hindi na lang. And then yung back ng ears niya. And then discard. And then after the far ear, you go with the near ear. And discard. After that, you will now go with the eye. So we will now go with the eye. So for the eye, you will use again a cotton ball or a cotton pad. Start with the far eye again. Start with the inner canthus, going to the outer canthus, and then the other side of the pad, and then discard, and then the near eye. So yan po, depende yan kung gaano karami ang tinatanggal mong secretion sa eyes niya. So hanggang di mo natatanggal yung secretion sa eyes niya, huwag kang titigil. Kung mamuta siya, sige lang, go ka lang ng go. Okay? Hanggang matanggal mo lang siya. After the eye, we will go now with the nose. So for the nose, we will be using a cotton buds. Dip the cotton buds on water, and then dahil meron tayong NGT, ang pwede mong gawin is just to clean the areas around the NGT, or if the NGT tape is already 24 hours and more, you could already change the NGT tape kasi para hindi nagkakaroon ng medical adhesive irritation yung pasyente natin. So you could also change the NGT and then the other layer. And then of course, you pat dry. Okay? So mas maganda, sorry may nakalimutan ako, lagyan ng towel sa likod. Kailangan may towel ka sa ibaba. Again, dauna dapat yung towel na ito. Kasi lagi ka nagpa-pat dry. Okay? So again, rewind nyo ulit na ilagay ito bago lahat ko ginawa yung eye care, nose care. Clear? Na ilagay mo na yung towel. Kita nyo sa video? Oo, bukas pag di nyo ginawa, -5.
Ulitin natin.
Okay? Clear? Question. So we are done with the ear, eye, nose. Next is we're going to go with the mouth. So for the mouth care, kapag ang pasyente mo kaya niyang mag-toothbrush, ang gagawin mo, papag-toothbrushin mo siya. So, you're just going to, naka-sideways ako. Kung kaya niyang mag-toothbrush, ang gagawin mo lang, mas mataas, high Fowler's position, okay, and then just side the patient's head, and then place a kidney basin para may tagasalo ka, and then you're just going to get a toothbrush, ask the patients to open the mouth, and then you will now brush the teeth of the patient. And then using an asepto syringe, for example, kunyari malinis ito, oh, ang pagpa-flush mo is the water from the asepto syringe. Okay, kung kaya niyang mag-gurgle with a cup, mas maganda. Kung hindi, you use an asepto syringe to rinse the mouth of the patient. Okay, so as you brush, you are also rinsing. Pero dapat naka-side yung pasyente mo para dire-diretso na di-drain yung fluid. Kung siya ay pwede conscious pa. Ngayon, kung hindi yan conscious, hindi ka gagamit ng asepto syringe. Ang gagamitin natin is a padded tongue depressor.
Pag comatose, sir.
Pag comatose, kasi hindi siya kaya mag-gargle, baka ma-aspirate siya. So, ang pwede mong gawin, gagamit na lang, to clean it, gagamit na lang tayo ng padded tongue depressor, and then, of course, an alcohol-free mouthwash. An alcohol-free mouthwash, and then just have to open the mouth of the patient and brush the padded tongue depressor on the mouth of the patient kasama yung kanyang gums. Kasi ito, maglilinis na siya. Ay, kinain mo ate.
Takaw!
Ayan. Oh, and then, you could already dry the patient. Okay, so we are already done with the eyes, ears, nose, and mouth. Ano lang ang kulang? Face na lang. Kunwari, nag-change ako ng water. Nakita niyo ba? Oo, nag-change ako, guys. Nag-change ako. Pag-change nyo ng water will depend on how how often you change the water depends on how dirty the patient is. So, syempre, kapag nadudumihan yung pasyente mo, pag madumi yung pasyente mo, mas marami ka nag-change ng water. Usually po, dapat tatlong basin ito. Bakit tatlong basin? Kasi ang paglinis natin is wash, soap, rinse. Wash, soap, rinse. So, meron kang pang wash, meron kang pang may sabon, meron kang pang rinse. So, dapat tatlo ito. You understand? So, use a towel, a washcloth, okay? And then place a towel sa chest ng pasyente natin. And then you will now make a mitten. So, ang pangit ng mitten ko, ayusin ko lang. Okay. Now,
Ano sabi sa bunyo una?
wala pang sabon. Okay? So, ang una mong gagawin is to clean the forehead first. So, wash, soap, rinse. So, tubig muna. Di ba pag naligo ka, magbubus ka muna ng tubig. Pagkatapos magsasabon ka at magbabanlaw ka, ganun din. Kaya lang gumamit ka lang ng towel. So, you start with your forehead from the far side going to the near side. And then, paligtarin mo, wash it again. And then on the other side of the face, from the inner canthus, the first nose bridge niya, and then with S motion, going to the cheeks, and then doon sa baba niya, papunta sa pinakalikod ng tenga niya. And then do it on the other side again, and then do it on the other side. After nun, dahil nabasa mo na siya, you can now get your facial wash. You can now do facial wash on the patient or as the preference of the patient. After that, you will now rinse. So another set of water. Kaya dapat naka-prepare lahat ng water mo. Dapat tatlo yan. May pang sabon, may pang wash, and then may pang rinse. And then, you just have to clean it again. So that is your rinsing. So, that is, and then pat dry. So, ano yung sequence ng paglinis natin? Wash, soap, rinse, pat dry. Okay? Now, sabi natin, kapag ikaw ay nagki-cleansing bed bath, dapat may friction. So, may hagod talaga kasi that is where the way you clean. Now, if you're going to perform sponge bath, wala dapat yung friction. So, dapat dampi-dampi lang at walang sabon doon. You understand? Dampi-dampi lang ang gagawin mo doon. But you will still follow the same principle from the far side go to the near side. You understand? Clear? Clear po. Now, tapos na tayo sa face. Saan na tayo? Sa katawan na. So, ang una mong gagawin is to, of course, to be ulit yung mga ginamit mo. Kasi, gagamitin mo ulit mamaya. Okay. Tanggalin ko na po ito, madam. Okay lang po ba kayo? Ay, comatose pala kayo. Sige. Wait lang po ha. Huwag niyong tatanggalin yung kanyang sheet. Now, what we're going to do is because we're going to start cleaning the body, this is considered the top sheet of the patient. Dahil papaligo ka, consider ba itong malinis o marumi? Marumi. Kaya nga, bago ka mag-start sa katawan, kailangan mong palitan yung kanyang top sheet ng bath blanket. So, you will be needing a bath blanket. So, a bath blanket is another blanket na top sheet lang, pero malinis. Bakit? Kasi nga, you do not want the patient to be exposed. Kaya lang, hindi ka pwedeng bed bath na ang gamit mo ay yung kanyang old blanket kasi nga madumi na yun. It will contaminate the bathing process. So, ipatong mo muna yung iyong bath blanket and then tatanggalin mo yung top sheet niya para walang na-expose sa pasyente. Okay? Kasi we only expose what is needed to be exposed and then place it on the hamper. Clear? Afterwards, you're going to position the patient on side lying, kung pwede siyang i-side lying. Bakit? Kasi tatanggalin mo yung gown dahil walang naliligong nakadamit. So tatanggalin mo ngayon yung gown na wala kang ini-expose. So same thing po, far near arms, i-release mo yung near arm niya, yung far arm niya on the chest of the patient and then cross the far leg and then side the patient. Ako nahulog yung pasyente ko. And then just remove the gown. Hindi kasi pag in-NGT ko yan, dito lumalabas yung pagkain niya. And then, flat the patient. So, syempre dapat may tender loving care ito. Kaya lang yung pasyente kasi matigas. Okay? And then remove the gown. And then place it on the hamper. Ay, madam, umayos ka nga ng very, very light. Nabubulog ka na. Okay. So, next is we're going now to clean the hands. Okay, so magsa-start tayo sa hands. So flat your patient first. So flat mo muna yung pasyente mo. And then we are now going to start with the hands. So, you're going to expose only what is needed to be exposed. And then forearm ka muna. You always start with the forearm. And then place a towel sa ibaba ng kamay. Basta tandaan, yung mga towels mo hindi dapat nawawala. Kung anong nilinis mo, dapat may towel ka doon sa ibaba niya. And then you're going to soak the hands of the patient. Paabot ako ng brush ko. Ayan. Soak the hands, wash the hands of the patient. After washing the hands of the patient, siyempre soak mo yung hands niya. And then you can now brush the hands of the patient para mas malinis. Kung meron ka pang orange stick, wash natin yung hands niya. Ngayon, kung may nails pa yan, syempre malamang may nails siya. You could also use an orange stick to remove all the dirt in the nails. Okay? And then afterwards, wash, soap, rinse. After rinsing, you will now do pat drying. So, nasa hands ka pa lang. After ng hands doon, you will go with the wrist up to the shoulder. So, pag sa wrist and shoulder ka na, you'll do the same procedure. So, meron kang basa ito. So, you raise the hands of the patient, okay, and then start with the wrist, going to the antecubital fossa. Upper stroke lahat tayo. So, that is wash, and then may soap ka naman. And then after nun, rinse naman. So, palit ka lang ng hugas ka lang ng hugas. After nun, you're going to pat dry. After the wrist and the antecubital fossa, from the antecubital fossa going up to the shoulder. Wash, soap, rinse, and then yung kilikili niya. And then, after nun, pat dry. Basta't ang sequence mo, wash, soap, rinse, pat dry. After the forearm, you are now ready to go with the near arm. So, ibababa ko lang yung kanyang ito kasi mahihirapan ako. Expose the near arm and then do the same procedure on the near arm. So, soak the hands in a basin, wash the hands, brush the hands, soap, rinse, and then pat dry, and then again, on the same, do the same procedure. Soap, wash, soap, rinse, pat dry, wash, soap, rinse, pat dry. So, tapos na ako sa hands. You understand? So, after the hands, saan na ako? Nasa body na tayo. Okay? So, after ng hands, body na tayo. So, you're going to place a towel sa taas ng, sa chest ng pasyente mo, and then you're going to lower down the bath blanket. Bakit mo kailangan i-lower down yung bath blanket? Kasi nga yun ang nilinisin mo. So, i-lower down mo yung bath blanket, exposing only what is needed to be exposed. So, kasi ang nilinisin mo lang ito, yun na ang i-expose natin. Tatanggalin mo. So, maglinis ka ngayon sa ilalim ng iyong towel. So, again, using the same procedure. So, wash, soap, rinse, pat dry. So, dito, ang start naman natin is taas, pababa, papunta sa perineal area. So, taas mo lang yung towel ng pasyente mo kasi ayaw natin na naka-expose siya at naglilinis ka. So, dapat we do not expose the patient. So, under the towel, you will start from the far side. Kunwari, nakataas yung towel ko. You start with the far side, and then clean, and then wash, soap, rinse, pat dry, and then, ito yung ang pang-pat dry mo yung nasa taas na nun, ha? O, and then, kung may boobs siya, just follow the contour. Wash, soap, rinse, pat dry. Just take time on cleaning. So, depende yan kung gaano karumi yung pasyente mo. Yung pagpalit ng dumi, pagpalit ng tubig, depende din kung gaano ka dumi yung pasyente. And then, on the near side. You understand? So, ang sequence mo pa rin is wash, soap, rinse, and then pat dry. After the chest, ano susunod? Back. So, itupi mo muna yung towel niya kasi ibabalik mo ulit yung bath blanket. Tsaka mo tatanggalin yung towel para walang na-expose. May na-expose ba? Wala. Ngayon, you are now ready to side the patient. So, dahil sa back na tayo, raise the near arm. Get the far arm. Put it on the chest of the patient. Cross the leg of the patient. And then, on shoulder and on the buttocks area, place the patient on his back. And then, you're going to place a towel sa kanyang likod. Ito niyan. And then you're now ready to clean the back. So, same procedure din po. You start with the far side. Wash. Soap. Rinse.
Try.